just a bit. If I can begin with you first, Sree Iyer, what do you make of this fresh twist to the Indrani-Peter saga? They are both accused for the murder of Indrani's daughter, Sheena Bora, but it seems that other things are priority for them right now. Indrani Mukherjea is sending her husband this divorce notice, wanting also a positive, amicable settlement to several properties as other assets. What do you make of this fresh twist in the Indrani-Peter saga?
Uday, this is not the first time this has happened. Indrani had filed for divorce once before, and then she changed her mind. Now, I think the most important thing that the viewers may want to know is, has security improved for Indrani after the poisoning saga? And now I have not seen any reports on that, but I do have in front of me a report by the National Council for Women dated today, who visited the Baikala jail for women, and it's a very balanced report from them. They said that the jail facilities have shown marked improvement, but there are areas where they can do better. But I think the most important question, and I'd be curious to know if her security has been enhanced.
No, that's a valid point you're making, Sree Iyer, and if I'm not mistaken, the first month of 2017 was when Indrani first wanted this divorce from Peter, was when that first news had come in. But yes, something changed and there was no follow-up to that announcement, to that initial notice. However, now, in a fresh notice that has been submitted to Peter, rather has been couriered to him, she wants a reply and a confirmation of whether he will amicably be agreeing to give her this divorce by the 30th of April. That's 5 days after which this notice was sent to him on the 25th of April. What according to you is behind this sudden urgency? Do you believe it is that threat to her life that she's been talking about recently?
It's a subplot, and there could be some personal things involved. Now, I also don't know if there is a plea that Indrani might be negotiating with the investigating agencies. So we really don't know the real details. We should probably think of it as their personal matter and see how things play.
No impact. Sree Iyer wants to come in.
Uday, there is one other aspect that needs to be looked at here, and I think that is that of money laundering angle. You know how this INX media is connected with having given bribes to get the FIPB clearance and so on. So even if on paper they agree to divvy up the assets, it is not clear to me that any one of them can have access to these things. So I think there is layers within layers. You have a really onion-like situation here.
That's interesting. So you're saying it's going to be curious as to how the assets are divided between the two, given the fact that there are enforcement directed investigations also on into some of those assets and alleged wrongdoing. Reading of this is, Sree Iyer wants to come in quickly before I also go to Dr. Nanditesh. Sree Iyer.
Yes, I beg to differ with Sri Kakkar, because she has under oath in front of a judge under Criminal PC Code 160 has given an affidavit against the Chidambarams. Okay. Now, a lawyer has weighed in on this show that it is important that she be alive, so that in case this case goes to court and the court has to have a chance, the other side has to have a chance to cross-examine her on her affidavit. Okay, so it's very important that Indrani be given security, that she be kept well, so that nothing happens to her until the bigger picture of the bribe given to the Chidambaram.
Feet post. So that's another interesting, different dimension to this story now. That we don't know whether Peter will agree or not.
I agree with Ira that these are a power couple, and there may be some other things that are happening beneath the surface that we are not privy to. However, be what as it may, this seems to be a personal matter where they want to try and divvy up the asset. I think there is something happening from the enforcement director perhaps to, maybe attack some assets. Who knows? I'm just speculating here at this point. But I think the most important thing that I would request of the Maharashtra government is to put out a notice on whether the security has been increased for Indrani.
Okay, so you want a clarification over whether security has been